Ep.91.
You know, that boy went out to the West.
I had to go out to the West, bro.
West,
man. I got some commentary on L.A., bro. L.A. is always just a different place. You know what I'm saying? And but what I realized this weekend is I'm too broke to ever live in L.A.
What?
Even with money, I'm too broke minded to live in L.A. It's just certain shit I see, and I'd be like, how the fuck did we get to, like, say, for instance, they just put taxes on anything, like alcohol tax, $7. Like, bag, you want a bag? Like, imagine going and making, you know how we say make, you know, I'm country. You know, imagine going to the grocery store and you getting groceries, like, you know, real groceries, like your kids coming over, or, you know, you got to get groceries for spring break because the motherfuckers will be home the whole time. So that's about $200 worth of groceries. So think of the amount of bags that you have when you, and you got a double bag shit too. Mm-hmm. In Cali, you paying 10 cents for every bag.
Like, it's like that in Chicago now.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, hey, I just carry it.
So is this true? Is this true that the Walgreens down in the 60 neighborhood is blue?
Nah, bro, I ain't go there.
For real. Like they said they had to change the color of the Walgreens.
I didn't go there.
It ain't that bad.
Like, nah, bro. It ain't menace to society. Like, the thing about Cali is you don't know when you in the hood.
You don't.
Like, because they hoods look real, like, nice. Except when you go to Compton. Compton is the only hood that's just out there. Like, Compton is in the outskirts.
Baldwin Village, too. Baldwin Village, you'll know when you're
But the Crenshaw leads into Baldwin Village, which leads into Compton. No, I saw that on the map. I just saw, like,
so the way...
Compton is kind of... It ain't far, but it's a little...
Yeah, Compton...
Compton is by Long Beach.
Ain't nothing about Compton.
Right by Long Beach.
So it's kind of like, if we compare it to Dallas, it's kind of like a hood, like we talk about Stop 6.
No, it's kind of like according to Dallas, it's more like West Dallas, West Dino.
Compton?
Yeah, it's like outskirts. It's like if a nigga only go out there if he from there.
Like you know, West Dallas, you blink, you in the hood, but then one more blink, you at Trinity Grove.
Yeah,
so it's like you that close to danger.
Okay,
like the thing about how LA is situated, the closest hood that people know of to Metro LA downtown is South Central. Mm-hmm. So that's where you start getting into Crenshaw and all of that.
That's
so
where the 60s at.
That's the part, but it has commerce there. Like USC is right there by
USC is in the heart.
I heard
it's like in the hood, bro. Like
players are told
gotta be gay.
Stay on campus. Don't go there with the locals.
And that's why it's so fucking crazy to you, because you like, damn, this is where Reggie Bush and them was. Like the niggas is right there. Like,
right in the hood, nigga. Right in the hood.
I feel like Reggie was going to get down bags right around the corner. They were showing him love. They was giving him fat
He was in the car at least one time with some niggas. At least one time he was a passenger.
At least one time he made a run.
Listen, they called it a hood, but the hood knew what they had to protect. They were like, we protect our assets.
Yeah, like that's why they showed him love on them dime sacks. It's like nigga gave him a couple grams more.
They probably looked at him like,
keep fucking around with it, but I made money off you.
Yeah, we already know who you are.
We made money off you this week.
There you go.
But no, the thing about LA though, man, you know, it's shut down right now, so nothing open. So you got to really know somebody to be out there and enjoy yourself.
It's strict.
Yeah, it's no clubs open. So if you ain't doing no house party action, no kickback action, or maybe you can get a Seattle lounge or something,
it's
pretty much just smoking and getting high.
Dallas
pretty much got to be outside.
You getting high and eating. That's all you can do in LA, right?
Good time gets legal, shit.
But yeah, so I went jet skiing because I was celebrating my birthday on the 9th. Went home to Houston, and then I was only home for 24 hours. Came back, and that's when you old. Like I had made grand plans to Sunday fun day after I got back. I was like, shit, I'm gonna kick it Friday. Then Saturday, I'm going to ride to Houston. We're going to kick it Saturday night. Then I'm going to backdoor Sunday, ride home back to Dallas, and I'm going to do Sunday fun day in Dallas. Shit sounded real good.
On Thursday, that shit sounded like the perfect weekend.
We lit. Nigga, on my way back from Houston, dog, my eyes so goddamn heavy. I'm like, I ain't going to make it.
So you thought you was finna kick it. You thought you was finna kick it Saturday night in Houston. Make that 4-hour trip back.
3 hours now. 3 hours.
Oh, 3-hour trip
I can
back.
make it in 3.
And go straight shower and then go to the next spot.
I thought I was 27. Like, you know.
No way.
And nigga, like, I knew once I got to fucking Huntsville, it wasn't gonna happen.
When you seen the statue,
You weren't even listen. You weren't even out. Like when I see Huntsville, I'm like, I'm in
that
Houston.
nigga seen Sam Houston and was like, nah, I ain't gonna
work. This ain't gonna work because it took me too long to get out of Houston. Like, it was traffic and shit.
Hell yeah.
And I was like,
I hate y'all traffic.
I got back here. It was about 6:15, and I was just like, I'm gonna take a little nap. But then I told myself soon before I laid down, like, you ain't going nowhere.
I said 6:15, you about to get dark.
I told everybody to abort the mission. Y'all go do y'all
Don't
thing.
Look for me.
Don't look for me.
Uber did not kidnap me or nothing. I'm not coming. I'm at the house.
Good. I'm about to get high and eat my leftovers and. Like,
watch a little football.
It was in my drawers. I was in my drawers by 7:30.
Hey, dude, don't that
that's
feel
when
good?
you know you start to get a little older.
Nigga, I'm getting old, bro.
Hey man, hey, shit.
I'm embracing that shit too.
Back there last night, I had all my plans. I said, oh yeah, I had told Antoine earlier, we gonna hit walk, slide through Sandaga, then we gonna end with Cafe 214. He was like, all right, bet.
Sound like a nice little line.
Man, I'm talking about. I'm talking about mentally. I'm ready.
That nigga ain't even hit me. That's how you know it,
nigga. Man, I went to Razoo's and got one drink last night.
Damn.
By 7:30.
And was out of there.
Bruh. You know, shout out. Hey, matter of fact, before we go, shout out to my mother. She's down here. It's her birthday weekend.
Out, mama.
To a queen. I appreciate it, but hey, she said she walked downstairs. She said, I thought you was going out. Only thing I heard was you calling hogs.
Yeah, man. Hey, we watched, bro. We gotta embrace that shit, man, dog. Like, you know, you doing the whole detox right now, so you gonna have some life in your legs.
It's rough.
It ain't rough.
It ain't rough no more.
You done made it past the hard part.
The first 3 days.
How many days is it? 21? 20?
I got 8 more days. 9 more days.
You ain't gonna even want to eat nothing bad.
And really, I'm not going to.
Your shit's looking good, or ain't it? Your shit's better, ain't it?
I mean, I don't never really look at my shit, but
they better though, ain't it? Yeah.
I don't know no good.
Them shit's fluid right now. Ain't no backup.
Oh no. I will say this.
You can smell now. Your shit smell different.
I'm gonna give you a couple. Anybody who hadn't done a full body cleanse before, listen to. Spider, what camera I look at?
Your legs
Pay
go numb.
attention to me. The first couple days. You gotta be somewhere where you can shit, like immediately. Don't chance it. If anybody in line before you, it's a wrap. Like, you gotta be at home, bro. Rule number 2: even if it feel like it's a fart, go sit on the motherfucking toilet because you will short, nigga. I did, but
don't laugh too hard.
Don't, nigga, man. First couple of days, it was rough, bro. But like you say, more energy, go to sleep earlier, wake up earlier.
So you can't be around nobody you just get to know. You know how when you kicking it with somebody on the weekend?
I'm doing a detox and I'm still on Hinge
If
date.
you dating, don't do that because you're going to have a 20-day delay.
Nigga be having to just, I gotta go downstairs to see if they got my, like nigga find any excuse to get to the lobby. Like,
like day 4, bro, I don't even eat McDonald's. But it was I was laying on the couch watching TV and that reggaeton artist, you know how Travis Scott got his own meal. Mm-hmm. The reggaeton artist got his. The commercial came on, and it showed that Big Mac. Dog, when I tell you that shit looked like the best motherfucking shit I ever seen in my life.
Well, you know when a Big Mac looks appetizing, bro.
And I've never seen. I drink Bullet Bourbon. I ain't never seen a Bullet Bourbon commercial. I started this. Y'all think I swear to God. I seen a fucking bullet, and I ain't seen it again. I seen a bullet.
That's the universe, bro.
Man, that ain't shit.
Man, that's wild, bro. That's crazy.
Just smoking a lot of weed.
Man, bro. Hey, that's all you can do, but the munchies gonna weigh your ass down, bro.
That's with that because you get hungry.
You grab that water bottle.
Nigga, you be shaking up them cashews, nigga, them raw nuts.
No pause.
Nigga.
Pause.
Nigga mouth dry as fuck. Well, goddamn.
Can't even swallow.
Right.
Can't even swallow, but just water and it go right through you, dog. But that shit, I lost probably 8 pounds in 10 days. 8 pounds, bro, in 10 days.
Motherfucker's clothes gonna be falling off you in a little bit.
Man, I got some shit, but I got a lot of shit that pre-COVID I bought and I ain't worn because I can't wear it.
Yeah.
But in about another week, I'll be able to wear that shit.
Man,
cool. Well, hey, when you fire up that grill, I'm bringing them Beyond burgers over there for you.
Them Beyond,
oh yeah,
say Beyond.
Hey, they fire though. Like,
so you playing bass now?
on burgers, I like on burgers, like I forced myself. At first, I was like, "Can I do it?" And then I realized, like the after, like I like a burger. Don't get me wrong, but man, the after effects of a burger.
But if you get a good turkey burger, ground
beef burger. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I love them motherfuckers though.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. So when you get a Beyond, the Beyond burger, and I know my boy D-Boy know how to cook. Like the Beyond burger and grill it. Nigga, I still put some bacon on that motherfucker. You just gotta dress it.
You see, the thing with me is I'm childish when it comes to my eating patterns.
You want just ketchup and mustard on your burger.
You gonna have to
hey,
if you know what it is,
if you tell me what it is, nigga, I don't like it. Like it's just like if you make like turkey with your spaghetti or some shit. If you tell me you put ground turkey in there.
So he the nigga that take 2 bites and be like, damn, this shit pretty good. Oh, it's ground turkey. I mean, it's all right.
Right. Like, nigga,
my whole taste bud would change automatically. Like, turkey ain't supposed to be ground. I'm childish, bro. Like, if it ain't on the goddamn table with a goddamn leg attached to it, I don't want to see turkey.
I do like a good turkey burger, though. If it's seasoned right.
D-Boy, it's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard. Like compared to a turkey burger.
Yeah.
The how you have to season a turkey burger just to get it how you want it, where the Beyond Burger, you can season it and then it don't take as long as cook. It's less saturated fat. And then the first bite, once you dress the burger, now there ain't no meat patty. Once you dress the burger, your first bite, it's a good first bite. You know what I'm saying?
It's made out of beans, right?
Basically, it just made some beans.
So you be
black beans.
So you gonna be gassy.
Yeah, and listen, and then when you get through
you gonna take a violent shit.
When you get through eating, you know how you kind of feel semi-heavy on a regular burger? Mm-hmm. When you get up on this one, you feel, it's like, oh, I ate a burger, but 30 minutes later, you like, whoo, and whoo, gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because nigga, a burger is not the pre-turn up meal.
Right,
but you never want to eat a burger and fries if you feel
motherfucker
like,
sitting there.
You could be at the bar burping and shit.
In the club bloated.
Yeah, burping and shit.
Yeah. Buttons on your shit tight.
I ain't know they sold food. Nah, this nigga back here burping.
Damn, nigga.
You know, sometimes nigga burping, you smell what they ate. You be like, ah, damn.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I just realized also this weekend I ain't got no patience. Like,
then the older you get, that shit get thin.
Like, but it's like since we covering so much Washed Chronicles, I might as well go. I ain't got no patience right now, bro. I really feel like,
bro, it's been 2 weeks. Let that shit out, dog.
I'm gonna be the mean ass uncle. I see it. Like, because I'm on the plane. The flight from Dallas to LA is 3 hours. These motherfuckers behind me talked the entire from
nigga
boarding from and you know how some people got a voice that just carries. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my, like, bitch, do you need to talk? Are your ears clogged
That's
up?
when you just turn around and look at them. You ain't even got to say that.
Bro, I tried 4 times. Like, bitch,
shit.
Please catch me looking at you. Like, you know how you just want them to catch you looking at, so they can be like, I guess I'm too loud or something. Motherfucker, you see me. I'm
trying to
like,
go to sleep and wake up at home.
Everywhere but at making eye contact with me when I'm trying to give her that look like bitch. Like, cause you know on the plane when somebody behind you, they right in your ear. I'm sitting next to the window, and her and her homegirl just having real unadulterated conversations. Bitch, I'm horny. There was a black chick, you know, it's that Valley Girl black chick that she the token of the crew. It was one of those. And she was, what irked me is when we landed, she was like, she had said some dumb shit like, is cancer a disease?
What?
Bitch. Like, and she, and her homegirl, the white chick was like, oh my gosh, did you just say that? And she was like, and like nobody's talking but her, so everybody in the back half of the plane heard her say this dumb shit. And she gonna be like, luckily I look good. And I turned around and had to get a real good look like, nah, bitch, you ain't fine enough.
So not only are you talking to disturb me, you saying just dumbass shit.
And that's when I knew, like, me 2 years ago, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Me at 34, I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, and I'm trying to give her the side eyes, and she not looking.
She won't look at you.
You know she felt that shit too.
She knew. That's why she wouldn't look at you.
But some people just don't give a fuck, man. But yeah, that's you know, I just had to go off on that. You know, put the bow on my wash. You know, my month of washness. And you know, last night I took my nap before I went out. I woke up. It was 11:15. I went to sleep about 6. That's a good night's rest.
Didn't it feel good? It feel good.
I was ready to go. I was refreshed. I was with the shit. So I'm getting to the club like, what y'all about to do after this? Like, them niggas like, shit, going home.
Go
like,
to the crib, nigga.
I got legs, bro. I'm ready.
It's almost like that's what you're supposed to do.
Right,
like,
right.
Right. Okay.
Y'all been going since happy hour? Damn. You know,
Since 5:30.
since 5:30, huh?
I'm going to the
Goddamn, I was on my third dream. Nigga, I logged off, smoked, laid down, woke up. I thought the night was over.
Yeah, I done did that shit a few times.
Yeah, that shit happens more than it needs to with me.
Nigga, I wake up, I'll be like, oh,
But yeah, man.
I'm late for work.
Whew, it's good to be back though. There's a lot that went on in the culture, and the world, the last 2
we got
weeks.
a lot of shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know where to start, but so the debates, of course, happened this week. I'm sorry, I ain't
Man,
watching.
hey, I'm gonna say this.
I watch bits and pieces.
I'm before we get there, because we can talk that, but hey man, women, I'm gonna give y'all lob. Men have a type, and y'all can pay attention to it if y'all watch their pattern. I did not know until today Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian share birthdays.
You think that's a
Hey, follow me. I'm just trying to give women a tip when y'all out here dating.
I'm trying to figure
You know
out
what
where
I'm
you're
saying?
going with this.
Niggas got a type.
so,
Niggas got a type.
Yeah,
but they don't act nothing alike.
yeah, they really
Not,
do.
not to your eyes, but to your eyes, they probably got a whole lot of similarities.
Oh, I see where you're going with it.
It's like, so you think it's
I see where you're
some
going
more zodiac sign type? You know, he attracted to certain characteristics.
Man, I know I have a certain. Me and D-Boy had these
my
conversations.
type
type.
changed every 3
Oh
months.
shit, we ain't gonna talk.
Yeah, I got
My type changed. It changed on my moods. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And see, that's your problem. You can't be going out here and find. You got to go a certain place and find your type.
well,
Yeah, my type ain't always look shit. It could be just
like-
they whole vibe is
bro.
like my
exactly.
type.
Honestly, but what's the key thing with me right now is if my energy ain't right with you,
Exactly.
I don't even want to be around you.
Yeah, I don't give a damn how
And
good you
that's
look.
why. But I'm real selfish with my time right now. And when somebody tries to like hoard my time or take control of my time, and then and I feel like there's no need to. It's just something as simple as, man, like if I don't respond back to you quick enough, like I obviously was doing some shit, man. And so now if you come back at me again, I'm annoyed again. I'm even more annoyed because
Your patience, bro.
it's like, why do you feel the need to know exactly like, hey, if he ain't responding, it's a problem. Like, I hate assumptions.
Yeah.
Don't make assumptions on my time or my actions or what I'm doing.
I can relate to you on that, but I'm gonna say it ain't no but because it does go to experience, but it's also I think the line of career path that you in and what you learn.
I don't think people realize, like, bro,
Yeah,
I'm like up against it. This is November's the last month of installation if anybody does IT. So you have like literally like, imagine a funnel like a bridge, and you got 7 goddamn lanes that go into this one bridge. During the week, during the every other part of the year, the traffic is going when they supposed to. But since it's the last month, or you trying to beat that, it's like everybody trying to leave work at one time to beat the traffic.
Shut down.
So everybody trying to get into this one tunnel that leads to shit getting installed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hey, if I didn't got off a fucking meeting after 2.5 hours and I've had to talk an hour of that shit, and I actually had to give myself like a mental break. And
No
then
assumptions. Straight facts.
But then she just come, boom, da 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 da. Motherfucker, goddamn, like, do you understand what I like? And that makes me, that makes me want to be around you a lot less.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like you're not seeing it. You're not, and the thing is, it's all about you at that point. I'm not beholden to anyone. I don't owe anything right now. I'm saying this shit on wax. So if you feel like I do, we need to have a conversation.
I'm about to say, this ain't subliminal, is it?
No, whoever this shit is, bro, if you feel like I owe you something, let's have a conversation and figure out how we can make amends. Because I ain't for nobody being on my head right now. This is me going off on my little tangent. He started it because
no. But it go back to the maturity, and like I say, it go to I think the line of career path, because I'm the same way when it comes to zero tolerance. When you, I be honest with you, man, IT It's just like financial services. It's racist. It's racist. So when you see a brother in IT, best believe
he dealing with some bullshit.
Listen, it ain't no like a brother in IT, it has to be, did you do these steps? Did you do these steps? Did you do this?
Yeah,
because when I'm
telling you, work 2 or 3 times more than they.
So when you come back and you got to deal with people that's not in it, and they just like, oh,
why you don't feel like talking on the phone?
All right, time is just whatever, and you like, nah, man, because I be sitting on. Listen, I done sat on Teams from 6 a.m. this morning to 5 p.m. this evening, communicating on stuff. Now, when I want to have a conversation,
Bro, I had a day Wednesday.
You find a real one, nigga. They gonna know. They gonna learn your pattern of what you do. So like mine, though, end of the month,
hey,
I'm on one
locked
because I'm fucking these 12-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, bro, that shit real. Like Wednesday, my day started at 5:15. I had a 5:30 a.m. call with the offshore team. You know when I logged off for work, it was 7:14 because my team is Mountain Time.
Yep.
So it's 6 o'clock daytime. So it's like it don't seem late to them at 6 o'clock. We still online talking, but it's 7:15 for me. And then literally somebody like, "Hey, what's up?" Da, 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 da. I was like, I thought we had plans. Like I really don't feel like leaving my house right now. It's
right.
Like, and it's like, fuck. Why did I made these plans Saturday, and it's Wednesday, and that's why it's like I'm about to. Really just, I feel like I want to take a real big, hard step back from dating. Because, nah, man, that shit is just...
celibate is...
celibacy
is
healthy.
No. I don't know about being celibate.
No, honestly, bro.
You gonna have to have your bustle.
Honestly, though, I really need a couple months of clarity.
Man, I'm telling you, I tried it.
Because I don't like the pressures that happen when people feel like...
2 months, no sex.
No, I mean, I need to. I didn't went longer than that. I went about 3 months.
Yeah.
4 months. Like, it's really about just discipline where it's like when you locked in doing other shit, you don't feel like, you don't realize.
It's an energy. It's an energy, D-boy. It's an energy that you feel like, you realize that you harness.
Because I feel like I'm making more.
do this detox and no sex at the same time.
Because I feel like I'm putting more time into cultivating.
I couldn't.
Like, I feel like I'm putting more time into cultivating, like,
I feel you on that. Though.
Things in dating realm that I can be putting somewhere else because right now it's like I feel like I'm making more of a means to date versus making it a means to work. Like I'm forcing myself to have to make up for somebody's time. Like, hey, da da da. So yeah, we ain't seeing each other. Nah, man, that shit is that's a task in itself. And so
or want to fall right in your lap, nigga, that just gel perfectly with your schedule.
That's really. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just in my head, but it's like I done had a lot of shit going on these last 2 weeks outside of work too, with more family, domestic things, and it's just like I'm not in the mental space to want to do it.
Right.
But the thing is, when you communicate that to people, sometimes it comes off itself.
Yeah, they take the wrong way. Well, I done invested this much time in you.
It ain't even that, D-boy. They just. When he say selfish it's kind of all right. You tell them you out here explaining, right?
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, they figure out a way to
look over,
expound their problems like it's just equivalent or more than, if that makes sense. It's like, well, I can understand because
I got this going on. And I'm still making
exactly.
What your priority is today. My priority isn't.
Right.
If your priority is to do something, you're going to make it a priority in the midst of all the other shit going on.
And I think sometimes when you get in dating, and I mean, I can't say men or women, but sometimes I think a relationship becomes an obligation.
It does.
I really feel like dating is an obligation.
You know what I'm saying? And this, people that's a human that do cares about a relationship and see the fruits of a relationship and not as shallow, and they the ones, it can be a man or a woman, invest themselves more into it and then realize it's an obligation.
Yeah.
Like the ones that invest a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, they get so drained because they do forget the obligations of a relationship. And then when they realize, all right, let me look at the obligations and realize what's the give and take in this. How much have I given? And I done all this. And then I look back, how much obligation that person put on their plate in this relationship, and they weigh it out and be like, it ain't worth it. And then sometimes some people stick with it and gets mule it on out. Like our predecessors in our generation before us.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That shit is like, I tell people that's the worst shit to do. Like, don't stay in some shit because you got kids or, I don't want to. My parents never got divorced or this way. If it ain't good for you, if it ain't healthy for you, I ain't saying, as soon as some shit happen, just get a divorce. Because you're going to go through it, even the best of relationships. Yeah. But some people just stand together
But you can't just marry for love either.
Hell no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Not nowadays.
Yeah, you're right. You can't marry for love. You gotta have principle on why you married. And just like you said, D-boy, you can't just run to the divorce line just because one thing wrong, because
you gonna go through
what you gonna you out here, you gonna be on Ready to Love looking for something else.
Because if you're being honest, most love is conditional.
Yeah,
if we being honest, like, and I hear the term, because if we really want to be honest, we hear the term unconditional love a little bit too loosely.
Yeah,
because how many people do you really have true unconditional love?
I don't think
it's not just a blood. It's not a blood tie. It's like they say, family is supposed to be unconditional, but it's not a blood tie.
Right. That's what hurt us the most. Like,
blood ain't thinking
like the ones like us, this family. I know you guys are family. That's what hurt us the most when we grew up and you see the motherfucker in the family member that don't give three shits about the family, and you be like, nigga, how you just don't care? Like you are, like you know what I'm saying? Like you have that person in the family and be like, I don't give a fuck. Like they don't, like they come around this and this, but they ain't contributing, they ain't building, they ain't doing shit. You can't hit the ignore button when you call them.
But let me expound on the act where I mean, like, all love isn't conditional.
Right.
I mean
it's not.
Well, love is a conditional emotion.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen people who have had beefs that have been lifelong with the parent. That's supposed to be the most closely tied person to you genetically. You've seen it with siblings. You've seen it. So when I hear someone saying the emotion of love and they put a lot of emphasis on it, I'm at the pace of like, what else? Because I can do something tomorrow and you will fall out of love with me, but then what are we based on? What can we work on? What base do we have outside of love? Like, because love is fleeting. You can wake up one day and this nigga ain't been on this hustle. She didn't, quote unquote, she stopped doing the things that got her, that made you fall in love with her.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what are you in love with? Are you in love with what they brought to the table, or you generally got love with this? You fell in love with this motherfucker when he didn't have shit.
Yeah, like do you love the character? Or do you love the experience?
Right.
Because the experience is a ride. Like that's the dating. That's the trips. That's the moments. Yeah. Those the long nights of looking into each other, holding each other in each other's arms. Those are the moments.
And a lot of people do that shit for the gram.
Are you loving that? You loving the moments, media. Or do you love this person, this energy? Right. Because you can't maintain the honeymoon.
Dog,
you can't maintain the honeymoon.
Rich Porter said it the best and motherfucking paid in full. He was like, but if I leave the game,
they gonna still love me?
Are they still gonna love me?
And it's like, so you really believe, like, if I stop doing the shit, if I stop, like, okay, when you married, some shit just kind of go up to the left. Like, we don't have weekly date nights sometimes because shit happens. Yeah. And so it's like, okay.
I stop doing this.
All right, you get to the point where you may find your niche in your career. Where it's just that's just your only energy. Where you be like, I want to focus on this and this,
right?
And everything else in my life, you kind of be like, I'm gonna be selfish. I don't care if you get money.
Will that person be willing to work around it?
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you got to be able to find somebody who, I ain't gonna say find, but hopefully it lands in your lap, to where your weekly date nights will turn into, if you married and you done grown with this person, now your weekly date nights is, okay, shit, we get a bottle of wine and sit on the couch and watch a movie. This is our Wednesday thing. Like, we don't have to be in the streets no more.
Exactly.
And you know what? And D-boy, it's I may fuck this up. It's far and few people, men and women, that think like that. A lot of people in this social media age,
they need to
want the majority. They want the guy that's posting all day, and they want the woman that's posting all day and taking all these trips and doing this, where that's part of their real life. where you know.
But people see that shit and think, oh, this is really how this person's life is.
But that's why I'm really so fucking over this goddamn generation.
No, you can't be.
No,
you can't.
No, let me like when somebody say something like that, you gotta let them finish the thought.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because
you don't mean it literally.
Yeah. So
right.
The reason I'm fucking over it, bro, like men and women, a bunch of bitch made activity on both sides.
Absolutely.
But really, what I'm so annoyed at is motherfuckers capping, man. Like motherfuckers lying on just like principle shit. Like perfect example. Yesterday, Saweetie said some shit where she was talking about if he ain't buying you a Birkin, if he ain't paying your bills, put that nigga to the street. And I'm like, okay, motherfucker, you can listen to that if you want to and end up lonely because
you will be.
Most of you motherfuckers ain't worth that salt. And it ain't even from a physical perspective.
Yep. Yeah, physical, that's only to me, physical is initial.
A chick thinks she just, because she bad, like.
That is initial.
Motherfucker, like, do you understand a lot of times what men are really attracted to? A man of substance, a man worth his salt is attracted to is a lot of times more granular than looks. Because looks will get you in the door. That will get you the experience maybe for a week, maybe for a month. We gonna ride. But is it gonna sustain?
And you wonder why plus size women don't have a problem with men. Keep going though.
Wait, what?
Plus size women don't have a problem with men is because they ain't all caught up. They know men ain't always caught up in your optics and your beauty.
No, I ain't gonna do that because that's
some beautiful plus size women
who
but there's a lot of beautiful. Listen, that's the one way you can piss off a black. Like I just heard one plus size woman say, "Why the fuck you gonna be hitting me up talking about? Oh, you're so brave. If I do some shit that a skinny nigga would normally do, don't make amends and appease my situation because like, hey." You got confidence, motherfucker. I'm supposed to, so I'm not gonna handle them like they a charity case because they are a preference for people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't like when you kind of split it. Like,
I
you know what I'm saying?
I totally get your point.
Because it's just like the guy that might not be 6'3".
I don't be seeing plus size women around here worrying about a man.
Well, but the thing is, now you have plus size women. Worry about a man. You have women that are quote unquote gorgeous by the optics of society. Worried about a man.
They all want a man.
It's no certain type of woman, or it could be a woman literally.
I mean, even the baddest chicks out here
got her own bag.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Even the baddest motherfuckers out here who on that fuck shit, just I'm bad. So and these niggas running through them be the main ones who really want to do
because they're not getting the guy that really will take them serious.
But I guess what I'm trying to tie to, like Antoine, what you was just saying, like the optics of what the majority of these people out here, and he was speaking on the point of women are driving with the Birkin bag or this and this on a man. You got if that man ain't doing this and this, you know what I'm saying? Those are insecurities where I just know the majority of, the plus size women, they don't have them insecurities because they know how to appease a man in they like it ain't always like go back to what saying it ain't always about
no, bro, you can't be making blanket statements like that because I'm not about to just make it seem like a big chick know how to take care of a dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They not take care.
It be big chicks that be on that fuck shit too.
I'm not making no blanket statements right here. Like you can't make blanket statements on people.
I gotta go with the majority now.
Now you trying to give them their props,
I'm
but
trying to give y'all props, but nope, it don't work.
Nah, bro, I can't do that. Yeah. Like
I know you giving them their props. It's just I think how you wording it.
I was just trying
because they don't want no pity.
Yeah, it's like I don't want no pats on the back. You know what I'm saying? That's why you really gotta toe real lightly how you say things in every category. Like you
dealing with this goddamn generation, like he said.
It's like, hey, you can't say female no more. Like you can't say female no more.
Nope.
Like you said, they don't want you to say you're so brave and confident. Why the fuck I gotta be all that?
You can't say shit now. Everybody's so sensitive nowadays, man.
Let's go a little deeper. And it's something me and my wife I had to cut off a conversation with earlier this week. Red table talk, right? And Amber Rose, and they brought Amber Rose on there, and the conversation was about consensual sex.
Yeah.
And you know, Emma Rose broke down her scenario when she was like, well, you know, it was I didn't say no, but I didn't stop him. And my wife was literally like, I don't care if we married or not. No means no.
That's right.
And I always, and I'm a guy that I don't care. I always respect that.
Them old niggas will say, if you're married, it ain't rape.
I've had moments where I ain't want to have sex. Get off me.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I respect that. It was just, but when she said it, because I was like, are you listening to how the scenario is? Like, I'm listening, but she was like, no means no. If she say no, and I respect her. If a no comes,
kind of want it. Either you want it or you don't. Period.
Because even if you feel like, oh, she role playing, no, bro. She's like,
if she say no, and then she said sometimes I be like, just put it in a little bit. But she said I really, but at the same time she was like, I don't want it. But at the same time, it was just, you have to go back when you say, like, in this era right now where the generation is real highly sensitive and your words really matter on what you say.
You can't say shit these days.
No means no.
No, you will get blackballed for saying some shit. For some shit come out your mouth, you will lose your whole career.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm almost the guy, like, pretty much, like, I'm not trying to, you know, persuade you into sex.
Nah, hell no.
Like, I don't even want to, like, try to, like, probe you into doing it. Like, motherfucker, you gonna pretty much have to start buckling my pants.
That's high school, like, shit.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro, because I don't want you doing some shit that you feel like I had to talk you into doing. Because that's what the guilt comes in. And that's why I never understood thirsty ass niggas who pretty much, like, try to persuade a woman. Because I'm like, if a woman really wants to be intimate with you, nigga, she's gonna let it be known.
If you know women and you know she want a nigga. She gonna give you. You gonna know her whole vibe. Give you
ample communication, like, hey, bro.
That's the magic of it, man. Yeah. That is the magic, man. That's what make it dope. Yeah, like, just being you, and you see the synergy and the energy kick off, and it just go and it just go. Like, they already a vessel. Women are already a vessel, and we have to protect them. Period.
But you know what? And that's another thing. Is like, if a woman don't feel protected in her marriage. All the time. What I mean, all the time. Like, in a marriage, when you are in a partnership with a man, you should feel protected at all times. It shouldn't be a moment of where, like, you know, did he take advantage or and that's the point where I feel like when you start getting into the intimacy where it feels like it's one-sided, that's almost like you're not protecting her energy, but also her peace. Because it's like, if you are doing some shit against her will, it might not be, you know, outwardly, or she might not be fighting you for it, but if she like, why would you want to even do that shit? Like, if she not wanting, if she not all the way into it, bro.
Yeah, you shouldn't be turned on.
That's weird when a nigga's turned on when a woman's not turned on.
But them be the, and I don't want to make no blanket statement and say all these niggas are like this.
You can make a
but them be the niggas who are, them be predator motherfuckers. Like, if you still turned on and a woman is like, she ain't into it at all, and you can just tell, like, she's only doing this shit because
predatory behavior, bro.
Been at her in her ear for like an hour, like the first fucking 48. Like, you done had her in a box for an hour.
Yeah.
And she finally like, well, fuck, okay, come on. And you really get off on that shit, you a predator. You a predator ass.
I remember, and this was 2010. I remember I was selling cars, right? And it was a guy. And this, you know, I'm younger. He was older. He like, yeah, I took this chick on a date, gave her Ambien. Gone.
Gave her a what?
Ambien.
Bro, that
at
type
the time,
of nigga need to be reported.
Exactly. At the time, I was like, huh? Put her right out there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I didn't know what an Ambien was. And then later on, I found out. And then you steady do research. And he ended up getting, like, I didn't have to report him. He ended up getting, like, he ended up going back to jail because he was out of prison and he went up going back. But you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, whatever happened, it caught up with him. But I didn't know that, you know, at that time, man, it's really, men have to go through that to get satisfied the way they do. And it's a problem. Like, it is a problem. Like, it's mentally
you gotta
something
talk
wrong
to them
with them.
about that shit. Like, when they get older.
And the problem I have with that is those men pass those traits off to women. It's some women out here that's meant that's and it go back to when I said women are vessels. They get that, like, a lot of their teaching comes from either unorganized or fucked up ass mothers, or it come from men that they look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like a natural woman, some of the things that we see in this world ain't really supposed to be like that. Some of the shit that I'm gonna call them out, some of the shit they call empowering, that shit ain't empowering. But I respect it if that's what you want to own yourself.
You want to know why? You kind of hear it's this emphasis on women empowerment nowadays and feminism and like, you know, we riding for ourselves, fuck them niggas, because it's like, if you've seen generations of women in your life as a woman be disappointed and let down by a man, and I hate to, as a man, I gotta have some accountability as a man because we see it where it's like, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, the dad wasn't there, or you seen him put his hands on your mother, or you seen him have women or kids outside the marriage and the unit, you know, or you started dating a guy and he cheated on you. It's just it's certain steps of disappointment that are brought by a man. Mm-hmm. And what happens at some point, think of yourself as a kid and you don't have any parents, you know, you're a product of the system. So you pretty much have two, you got a fork in the road. I can either go and be self-sufficient, do for me, go and boss up and just me against the world, or you can just kind of let your circumstances run you over and you end up basically becoming a product of the system and you never are able to become a productive citizen. It's the two routes. So I look at it as the same for a woman. It's like I could still maintain this faith in the system of dating and men, but at some point I'm just going to have to say, I got to do for me. That's why you see the empowerment and you see the highly educated women that they're increasing their pay, them making more than a lot of black men, because it's like, shit, I got to do it. I got to do something.
Yep. And me personally, I'm for all of that. And I think what I need to say is some of this empowerment needs to be defined, because it's just so it goes back to like, we can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't, like, it's like what are men like? We still here as a species, so everything we doing can't just be fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes it comes.
You know how you can adapt. Just stop saying what we doing and just show.
Yeah.
I can only argue with you so many times on Twitter or in the comments of it. I'm not gonna change your mind.
Yep.
All I can do is handle my race.
That's it.
I can just run my race and show the women that come in contact with me. And I'm a work in progress. I haven't figured this shit out all the way.
None of us have.
Being able to effectively communicate my emotions is a real drawback of mine.
Right.
With being able to not being moody or being more thoughtful of other people's feelings when I'm up against pressure and shit, not taking it out on people, that's still a work in progress for me.
Yeah.
Not being tunnel vision of when I'm working on something and being able to oblige with your schedule, that's still a work in progress for me. I know that I'm a fucking fucked up individual sometimes when it comes to my space and time. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make you or force you to do anything or come along for the ride. If you can't deal with it, don't deal with it.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna probe you and talk you into it. I'm the type of person, if I know that I'm not meeting you halfway, or I'm not being appeasing, or I'm not being the easiest person to tolerate or deal with, I will tell you, hey, man, you can move around. I'm sorry if you're not get what you want. Yep. Because I don't want you feeling like you're beholden to my bullshit.
Right.
And as me running my race, that's the one thing I really want to just be able to do is give full disclosure. Because I feel like full disclosure allows somebody to make the decision for themselves.
You got to damn near do that shit in the beginning, too, bro, nowadays.
But you can do it in the beginning, but people feel like as time changes, the concept or whatever your initial intentions might have changed.
And it does.
And they want to have that run back, you know, that quarterly meeting when you're in a relationship, you dating somebody, like you
progress
report.
You
know how you say I ain't really looking for that serious right now, you know, I'm just trying to find my way, you know, that 2 months down the line, so you know, you still feeling
they
the
gonna
way
hit you with that what are we or what are we doing?
You still feeling the way you felt initially. I was like, I told you, I gave you full disclosure.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for nothing serious, but she felt like I could walk him down. You know, some women feel like they can walk a nigga down. Like, I'm going to make him fall for me. I'm going to just show. No.
That's the one that's walking with passion and dedication and forget the obligations of the give and take. Yeah.
Or you got to know how to play the motherfucking game. Because if you're dealing with a female for, say you meet her, and then you've been dealing with her for or my bad, you've been dealing with a young lady.
So see, exactly.
Don't blackball us.
We don't exactly, man. Like we don't.
They still say it on restrooms. Goddamn it, like
Right. But like if you dealing with somebody and you just dating and they ain't really, and it took me time to realize this. You gonna see the signs when they getting closer and closer to you. And okay, well, shit. Now she done left a couple pair of shoes at the crib, and
bruh,
you got when she coming towards you, you gotta if that ain't what you want, either you gonna just be like, you know what, this ain't, I don't or whatever, or you gotta take when she take 2 steps forward, you gotta take 1 back. And
some women have mastered the science of walking a nigga down. Like,
see,
it's almost like a game for them.
Cause they gonna find what you really
It's like they gonna find a nigga who a little they can't get their full hands on him. Like he a little evasive, but I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna walk this nigga down.
He be
bro.
with the
he be doing the day with. Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna put you in my goddamn
But some
sights,
women,
bro.
trust me, as much as they call us the hunters, which we are more of them, I would say in percentage of like we like to hunt women. There are a lot of women that will hunt. They love.
I'm seeing it
hunt.
more and more
we
these days. I'm actually seeing way more these days where women are hitting the DMs now.
Dog, the ratio.
What's up?
Source, it's the ratio, bro. It's not a lot of.
It's not a lot of
good
eligible
dudes
niggas. It's not a lot of eligible dudes. So like,
I mean, look, man, I ain't gonna. I don't know. I don't categorize men. Like, I don't know.
I mean, nigga, I'm not saying I'm out there trying to. I'm not trying to find no good one, motherfucker.
No, honestly,
I ain't trying to find no good one, motherfucker.
No, he being real surface.
Like,
you can literally know what I mean by that. Say eligible guys, meaning no record, a sufficient job, got their own shit. That's surface. You ain't gotta say, that's a fine ass nigga. It's a surface.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be like, ain't no niggas with good shoulders out here.
A lot of men deal with a lot of narcissists. Like that's be our issue. Like a lot of men. It's a lot of men that be on that supreme and ultimate supreme.
But you want to know which one of them? You don't want to know what type of niggas them on. So my homegirl told me this shit, and it stuck with me. And it's a pause moment, but it's real. And she was like,
oh shit. She
went down the checklist. She was like, at a certain age, a man can look at himself as a bad bitch.
Nah, man.
No. She was like, it has nothing to do with the actual aspect of being a bad bitch, but what a man might consider a bad bitch is like a woman that just got her shit together fine. You know what I'm saying? And so in a woman's eyes, since there's so few men that actually are of their salt, the ones that are the bad bitch. Those are the quote unquote the ones that a nigga feel like I can't even shoot at her. Because the reason I say this is if you are making 6 figures, you ain't got say you ain't got like no goddamn record, you ain't got no kids. Because at the end of the day, it's certain things in your 20s and 30s that a woman just would rather hear. Like, shout out to our homegirl Simone, man. She on Ready to Love. She literally said on the clip, I don't date guys with kids unless the wife is dead.
Damn.
Or
divorced.
Or he's divorced.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that.
No, she didn't say divorced, just divorced. She said divorced, and it wasn't just divorce. She said you got to be a widow. Oh y'all have to be married and divorced.
Yeah,
it can't be like y'all
you just got baby mamas.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's like y'all gotta be like we not fucking with each other in the eyes of the law. Like,
right.
And so, but that's real. It's like it gotta be a line in the sand. So, and a lot of times a guy can't like D-boy. You are divorced, so a woman knows like he ain't fucking with his baby mama. But sometimes it's like that.
Not like that.
It's that unknown like. Man, I ain't never got married, but he stopped by there and tucked the kids in 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that nigga 12. You ain't going over there reading no bedtime story no more.
You know what I'm saying? So I
no
get
tradition
it.
No more, nigga.
I get it why a woman be like, I can't compete with that shit.
Yeah.
Cause we done seen ample niggas like, get back with their baby mama, the kid 9 years old, and they finally decide we ready. And this chick been dealing with this nigga the whole time.
The whole time.
And all it took was for this nigga to have a heart to heart.
That nigga had one come to Jesus moment. It was some came on TV or something. He looked up at the sky like, man, I'm tripping.
I miss my family.
Right.
I'm tripping, man.
And so a woman like to protect herself from that shit. Like, you
and
know
I
what?
get it. I get
Fuck
that
that.
shit.
And you know what? You know what? I have seen that, and that's amazing. When the dude come
That's a
back to
good
the house,
point.
like, I'm done.
Hey, I can't
and
do this.
listen, and they be a whole different person.
Hey, the kid hugged him a little tighter when he was leaving the house.
Kids was
Dirty.
Grace was like
That be
C's
fucking
and
with you,
B's, and all of a sudden, this one getting a full ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Daddy home.
like his, you know,
Boy.
the baby mama, his grades really been struggling this year. You know, he just miss you being
You
here.
come talk to
And
him.
on the
You need
flip
to come
side,
talk to him.
them women,
I done heard
that
these
same woman and dipped out and had her little side piece. Dude thought he was straight. He like, yeah, nigga ain't take care of his kids. I'm over there smashed. And all of a sudden, she just cut him off dry.
Because the baby daddy ain't got his shit together.
Hey, all of a
He ain't got to be in the club no more. Because that would it be a lot of times. Because women, they mature quicker than we do. So a lot of more times than none. Now, you still got the women that'll have a baby and they still be out in the club dropping them off at mama house. But a lot of women, all colors, I don't just put no color
Like
in
my
it.
mom was. You don't get up.
Yeah, it's like you have to become an adult now. Like you that kicking it shit. So a lot of the times the daddy still be on there with shit. I mean, I can't
He
feed
ain't the
him.
custodial parent. You know what I'm saying? So he
right.
like he
so
ain't
he's
there
still
every
out
day.
kicking it. Then that one day he gonna realize like, damn man,
I miss my son. I miss my
that's the
daughter.
attorney general in this.
You know, all it takes is that daughter. And that's really why I it's hard for me to date a woman with kids because it's like you never know what's gonna come with it. But at the end of the day, it comes with maturity. As we get older in age, you're gonna deal with people that have kids, so you kind of got to get rid of that and just know how to navigate it.
But nah, if it ain't in you now, it ain't gonna be in you later, bro. If it ain't like unless you start having kids yourself and you can understand.
Yeah, 'cause like, why the fuck you need to talk to this nigga
Like you
every day
think
about
about
him?
this, Antoine. You 40 years old, or 40 plus years old, or 50 plus years old, and you single and career driven with no kids.
Nigga, something wrong.
No, ain't nothing wrong.
I was just saying that shit a couple of weeks ago on the show. I was
Ain't
like, if you a
nothing
certain
wrong with
age,
that.
and
No, I'm talking about from a man. It ain't nothing
As
wrong.
a man, if you 42 years old, ain't never been married, never had no kids, bro, a woman gonna be like, what are you running for?
Nah, you a unicorn.
like
No, they gonna be like,
you
nah, they
still
gonna
in
be
them
like,
streets, boy?
they gonna be like, you still like, cause I don't want to be the nigga in my 40s, still trying to,
club.
find a chick. I want to have a kid. I want to have somebody, cause I'm like, bro, I done did it all. Like, cause D-Boy, he got married younger, so his timeline got interrupted. I've been out in these streets since 18, since I was, you know what I'm saying?
Like, said these streets.
I've been in these streets hard for 16 years.
He out here
man.
16 in the
You
game.
know what I'm saying?
He got
Like,
nigga, that just sound like the rap
That's a lot of running, bro.
4 more years.
It's a lot of running, man.
Whoa.
I'm trying to leave the streets.
But
That show you how moody I am. 20 minutes ago, I was saying I don't feel like
it ain't
that.
shit in these.
But then when they all talked about how hard these streets are, I was like, somebody come get me. Like, cause the streets is hard, my nigga. Like, it's a lot of disappointment in these streets.
A whole lot.
A lot of cold nights.
streets
in these
are
streets.
expensive.
Them streets is
They're
highly
expensive than a motherfucker.
The streets is costly. And like,
Yeah, dating is expensive as fuck.
And I don't think y'all realize niggas don't be trying to be cheap. We just be trying to be fiscal.
We be like, shit, baby, you want to go on the date on the 28th? Goddamn, rent do it.
I can't.
ain't in them streets
We can't
no more.
go on dates between the 26th and the 3rd. You know what I'm saying? No dates
Ain't
between
shit
the
in them
26th and the
streets, man.
3rd. Like,
Ain't shit cheaper than sitting at the crib with yours, having a great time,
Hey, bro.
having a little something to drink, and cooking
the most romantic nigga is a
and
broke
cooking
nigga.
something.
That's why the most romantic.
You gotta
nigga
be
is a broke
creative.
nigga. Cause you resourceful when you broke.
You gotta be
That's why
creative.
when you really your romance bag is when you trying to do this shit on the budget.
Yeah.
It be the thoughtful shit. You know, you write cards, you leave her notes on the bedstand when you leave in the morning. You know, little shit to just bring a smile on her face because you can't take her nowhere. You know?
Can't sit on no roses day of. They motherfuckers like ate it out.
It's like, hey, you know, they're a little withered, but you know, I feel like this is our love. You know, we done been through the storms.
Yeah, you write a little poem to go with the little sad looking flowers. She ain't gonna think about
Baby,
the
you
sad
on my
flowers
rock,
no more. Yeah.
my stars.
I wanted these flowers to sit for a week, baby, because that's when I met you. That's why they look a little old, because I bought them the day we met.
Hey, nigga be talking about let's share this. You know,
I ain't lie though.
let's share my
you
pie.
know, me being married, I be looking at stuff to just to keep my wife fresh and stuff. And then I see something like a dude do that, like, oh, my man just gave me some flowers every day on this.
Social media fuck the game
Social
up.
media
Yeah,
will fuck your
It's
relationship.
So I tried. Man, my wife don't get two shits about this.
No, that's why you can't.
That's a good thing.
Every woman is not playing by the same playbook.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
You
at.
might have a woman that love you, getting her some forces.
That's what I'm saying. My vibe is like my vibe ain't with the person with the woman who has to be in front of a camera on social media every day. Like we ain't gonna vibe. Like you gotta be.
But
seen,
but at the same time,
you can't let the socialite.
It's some men. It's some men that love that, and I ain't gonna knock them. I mean,
That's
and,
why
and,
find your partner that aligns with you.
Now
And
when you say
that's
socialite,
important.
now I don't want no homebody who don't.
No,
I'm talking when I
what
say
you just
socialite
said.
that has to
Like,
have a
what you-
brand that's
Oh my
cultivated.
God,
Like,
oh
hey,
my God.
It's men that really are driven off that, and I mean, I'm not knocking that if they can balance
No,
that
I'm not
because
knocking it.
but like what you was going, and I think it's a lot that comes with that when you
Hell yeah, it's a lot
when
comes with
women
shit.
when women get that type of power, you have to know how to adjust yourself with that because either you finna be the man that they despise, or you gonna be Stedman.
I mean, nigga, for Stedman's prices, I ain't doing no tripping. Shit,
Stedman is a special circumstance.
Right, I be Stedman.
Like
Exactly.
That bag is different.
But you gotta
That
look.
bag is a little
we see we seeing Stedman then, but we don't know where Stedman was at. Like it was, you have to.
Stedman had
Oprah been rich for a long
Stedman was like an executive. He had a nice little job,
So
but
you
he
had,
wasn't Oprah.
but at the same time, you still have to see the bigger picture. Like I mean, at the time, let's say they met in the '90s, and he was the executive, and he was already at six figures in the '90s.
But Oprah
bro.
was Oprah in the 90s.
But she was on the rise up, but you have to.
Oprah was bigger than Jordan in Chicago.
Look,
Oprah had the number one
bro,
talk
like we
show.
all there. 89. I'm talking about 89 to
But he ain't met her
92.
that long ago. When he met Oprah, she was Oprah.
She was on.
Man.
He
was a
met Oprah
millionaire.
at Oprah.
Yeah, she was 100 millionaire.
Yeah, she was.
However, you still had to be in a place to accept the drive that she's going, and go back to what you.
absolutely. Hell yeah.
Stedman is the most confident nigga in the world.
Ever.
Y'all be shitting on him, but that is the most confident nigga
Right.
in the world.
Be chilling.
Yeah, bro. You know how
be.
confident you gotta do to be. So your whole life you were just known as Oprah's nigga.
Right. Listen.
Like, bro, do you know
Really,
what
that nigga's
Stedman
like
do?
the third leg.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
I
Stedman
think
do?
you fucking Gail.
Do you know what Stedman do?
no.
You know what
but hey,
Stedman
I
do?
never thought
No.
about that. What does
we
this
don't even
nigga-
know
this
where this
nigga's
nigga
Tommy.
from. We don't know.
This nigga's Tommy.
This nigga just shows up to at
Rest in
least 4
peace,
events a
Tommy.
year.
Yeah, exactly.
He shows about 4 events a year.
Obligation and keep it moving.
And you gonna see him, Gail, and Oprah.
Do he got a job?
Nigga, do you need a job? You just show up when I tell you to show up,
Hey.
nigga.
I never thought about that. What does this nigga do?
That nigga whole life is
Hey,
he Oprah's
you want me to tell you who knows Stedman?
I wonder what
Let me
does
tell you who knows
Wikipedia
Stedman.
say.
The maids. That's who knows Stedman. The maids, the groundkeeper. They probably like, oh, that's my nigga.
Man, we don't know who he hang with. We ain't
That's
never
who he
seen
hang
him
with,
You never
bro.
seen him with a
boys.
group? Is he in a frat? We don't know.
That-
Where did he go to
Back.
school?
If
Like-
he was, his crew, they
never thought about
listen,
this shit.
and go back to this, it take a certain type of way. I bet you if you ask his core crew or who knew him before Oprah,
don't
they
know
was
his
like,
crew.
man, Stedman the
Shit.
same person.
Who is Stedman?
I ain't never
Goddamn
seen
it,
this crew.
That
Yeah.
might be the name of this
Who
goddamn
is
Stedman.
Yeah,
Like,
don't nobody like right now. She can pull up a new dude and be like, "Oh, that's Stedman." We'll believe it. We'll believe it. Oh,
look.
damn,
He
Stedman.
changed his look.
Well, why do you think they never got married?
See, and
No, she said
so,
she would never marry him.
when she made that statement, and you asked that question, it goes against the fundamental laws of life of what we believe in on marriage with men and women and togetherness. When she said, because she has a lot of power. She has a lot of power.
Hell yeah, she got
and
a
when
lot
she
of
say
power.
stuff like that, kind of like when women look up to these women that's building this social media brand, it alters this new way. Like we already said in our beliefs, but these new upcoming generations, it gives them another idea on why not. You know what I'm saying? And as you move forward in life, and I'm pretty sure, and I pray that we are all around here for 100 years, it's gonna be a lot of more changes. And I even tell you about this homosexuality and heterosexual and all. Man, it's gonna be a generation like I don't even want to be identified for shit.
Oh, I mean,
They,
shit.
like,
And I think it's now, I'm thinking like the 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, they're now like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna really go into law. Like, man, we not even.
but you know what would
nobody.
never leave though, and this will kind of keep things that will always be rigid.
What's that?
Double standards,
Mm.
like gender specific double standards will never go away. It's like the guy who's promiscuous versus the woman who's promiscuous. Look at the situation with Tory Lanez and the situation with Young Buck this past week. Did you hear about the situation with Young Buck? with his wife shot at him.
She bust at him or something?
She bust at him. She shot at him. And nobody asked, was he all right? Like, niggas asked, nobody, because we didn't even know if he got shot. They was like, we don't know if he's been wounded or not. Like,
there's a double standard, dog.
2 days later, he's in jail.
He in jail for stealing.
Like,
the
nobody was like,
looting.
protect.
What?
Like, yeah, he got locked up.
He still got locked up.
I didn't hear the back end.
Basically, he tried to
terrible week.
He had took her, but he say he tried to take her debit card. He took her debit card. Like, and she started busting at him in the driveway. But she probably could have hit him if she wanted to. She probably just wanted to scare the nigga. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
She probably shot
He
above
should have
his
known.
head.
Hey,
nigga, I will kill you.
don't be.
She just let a couple off.
Man, these women around here with the right to bear arms, they are these shooters.
But that's why it's crazy though. Like, it literally, like, and we're not making a joke of the Megan Tory situation, but we're just showing how the optics are different. Like, imagine if we had heard Young Buck had shot at his girlfriend because she tried to steal his goddamn debit card.
Oh, nigga. That would have been the first thing that came up. Most people was like, God damn, this first turn.
Whole ass nigga, Young Buck.
You that damn broke nigga. She can't have your debit card.
Debit card.
That's why I don't date broke niggas.
But damn. Yeah,
But
you
that's what it
gotta be
is,
a regular
bro.
nigga now, because if you're a millionaire or something, you don't have no debit card.
Like,
Man,
do you actually
I'm be
punch
honest.
a
No,
pin
I'm be
when
honest.
you
nah,
jump in there?
they got black cards.
I'm
You
be
know,
honest with
you know, you
Like-
can buy an island with a black card.
Like, we're just going.
You gotta spend
like, bro,
$100,000 a year
let's
to
just
have
face
that
it with Young Buck. Young Buck is finna show us on how a regular guy who had talent got fast streamed or something and didn't know how to still had some internal issues he had to deal with and didn't know how to handle all of it. And then Young Buck Young Buck. I mean, 50 do not give up the pressure. He said, his quote, he said, dude that run the Pank at Chuckalisa. That's the story of Young Buck.
bro.
No bullshit.
Yeah, because you know they did say he fucked around.
They did say that a couple
bro,
times.
That nigga never denied it. He was playing the 50-50. Come on now. Come on. Come on now.
That's what you. I'm not saying he lying, but when the niggas try to make you believe
I didn't
him,
even know, bro.
did you know that?
I didn't even know. Her ass
Come
was
on,
fat, bro.
Nah, nigga.
The ass was fat, bro. You would have too.
Come on, nah, don't tell me
You would
what
have too.
nigga. Don't tell me what.
We had Kona Grill. Remember
You
that?
should have known as soon as you pulled
Niggas
them
lie to
jaws
tell
down.
you, but you would have too, bro.
I know I wouldn't.
Nah, bro. Like he hit a chick that he shame her, bro. Man, nah, bro, man, shit, nah, bro. I can't.
Nigga, we all done did that, but no.
No,
Don't put me in that box.
Don't put me.
Damn, Buck. So this nigga done got shot at and then get locked up.
Life been hard post G Unit.
Yeah.
Shorty want to ride with a nigga.
And
streaming
listen,
no
he
more.
got so much talent, but I just think like,
The nigga used to go hard, man.
man,
That's the
Lyrically, he
saddest
was the
thing when you
shit.
see a washed up rapper just fall off.
Just
Yeah.
fall.
Like you know who Instagram I came across the other day. That nigga don't even post no more. Snooty Wild. You remember that nigga? What was that song? That he was signed to CMG
in Memphis.
Yeah.
That I don't know the song, but
Yeah, we
Snoop-
gonna find this damn. I don't know how I came across.
Oh,
And then, you know what? And that can be like,
Yeah, yo. All I know is yeah, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was 6 years ago. That shit got 39 million views on there.
right.
And
I came across his Instagram. This nigga ain't posted since August 2019.
Yeah.
He probably got another Instagram somewhere that's his
But listen,
regular name.
and
He's
listen,
like, I
and
can't even be myself.
Let's
no
just
more.
be honest. He made like those guys go through that's
No,
some mental trauma.
it ain't even
it's
that
mental
deep,
trauma.
bro. We ain't even about to make it that deep.
I will.
When
'cause
you got to think. When you got a hot song and you a hot rapper and you can't replicate that shit, that's the worst thing to be. Like, imagine being a designer.
somebody is going to.
Niggas gonna know you as Panda nigga forever.
Forever.
So you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave the blue check alone. I'm gonna start me another Instagram that's just snooty. That's just me. I'm the nigga from around the world.
and then when now you gonna get all the chick. Now you trying to play another facade. Like, yeah, That's me.
Man, you don't.
And now you getting the gratification on chicks. They're like, oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that.
It's like being a broke nigga who was good in high school or college.
Like, and you still living off that same.
And he still talk about that shit now when you see him.
That's the saddest thing.
I remember the night when I dropped third, nigga. That was 25 years ago.
Bro, I got a homeboy right now. Went to the league, bro. If I have a conversation with him now,
it's gonna go to the league,
bro. It's gonna like
some way y'all gonna end up in the.
When I played with Walter Payton,
right?
You know,
like, bro, like I'm like, man, and you know what? It just and mentally, you know what I'm saying? He comfortable with people that enjoy those stories. Listen to the stories.
Nigga be at Chili's talking about, man. I remember my old line used to love coming here on Thursday before games.
Splitting up
when I left football,
all I had was the
when I left sports, and I think Antoine the same. When we left that shit. So weird. Hey, I mean, now we can talk about plays. You know what I'm saying? Like we like, you see that play? You see that? You see what I'm saying? But
bro, I do not like talking about my playing days, because that just make me feel washed.
Yeah,
right.
Man, I remember I used to run a 4-4.
Yeah. Nigga, one step I'm dunking, nigga. I ain't have to take no.
I'm dunking out Bert, nigga. I'm 5'9".
Throw that bitch up. I'm coming to get it.
I don't want to be that nigga, bro.
It's so many. We give them stories to the brothers that really got to hold on to them stories. You know them men that's
y'all Al Bundy's around.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Poke high.
If I get around all my teams, say a reunion, and all my ex-teammates something. Now, we might talk our shit. Like, nigga, I used to bust your ass or whatever.
Right.
But
yeah, bro, you at your company picnic talk about, man, I remember I was averaging 24 my junior year. I was all state.
Right.
Like, what the fuck got to do with Project
Nigga, that was 93?
Right.
Nigga, the three-point line wasn't even around back then.
Right, like, nigga.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga playing a four in motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, pass the ball 3 times.
Man, and you know, it's kind of like, honestly, real talk, I was talking to a brother in the military, and it's almost like that. He had a good story with me. He said, you know what my problem is? He said, when I left the military, bro, I left it. He said, when I see people trying to take the military into, like if they new job, he like, you can tell because they got that certain haircut. And he told me something too. He said, like, when, for example, when they be like, man, hey, thank you for your service. He said, I hate that. He said, because no, and it's true. He was like, I like, thank you for telling me. He like, no, I know what you mean, but it's like, because the people that he gave names out, he said, they ain't come back with me.
Man, you want to hear something funny that coincides with that? Mm-hmm. So I got a Navy Federal Credit Union. Don't ask me how I got it.
About to say,
it's a blessing when you do, because I got one.
It's a blessing when you got it. Don't ask me how I got it.
I need to know.
So I'm in line waiting, and this white guy, white guys come up behind me in line. He like, what branch of service were you in? Like, nigga, I'm like,
Did you say Marines, nigga?
I didn't say shit. I was like, man, I wasn't in the service. He was like, yeah, I was you're not. And I was waiting on the nigga to ask me how he got one, but I'm like, nigga, that's my business.
I thought he was going to say, well, you know what the fuck you doing in here?
He looked at me, he was like, well, I was in Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? 4th Battalion, so and so. So I'm like,
I don't give a fuck.
All I did was this. I just did this. I was like, appreciate you, bro.
Right. No, because it go back to the football. Those are the people that cherish those stories, and they talking about it because they need it.
Nigga put me on the spot like a motherfucker.
Like, bro, dude, I got a cousin right now, man. He the one. I wanted to go to the military. Like, D-boy, my mama was like, no, she like, no, Mark, you kind of smarter than that. We gonna get you into college somehow, some way.
My first day at West Point, I knew this shit wasn't for me.
And see,
I knew military.
Like,
I definitely want to go.
I was like, how much do you love football?
I definitely want to go in the military.
Listen, I wanted it. I wanted it all because I thought that was the way. Like,
I could see you in the military.
Like, I wanted it, and my mom was like, "Nah,
said, nigga, you an army nigga."
Because you get up early with them niggas
already.
And my cousin, my cousin, like, I had my cousin, like, he always, like, my cousin that went to the military. I was always with him, and then he went, and it was like, when he came back, he always be like, shit. Like, he was in Desert Storm. He called me from over there. He was like, I like, you all right? Like, because back in the day, the first Desert Storm, remember, you probably remember this. Remember they used to come on CNN. They used to, that's really was the first reality show.
Like 91,
people, like these,
all them niggas over there doing is push-ups, dipping, and jacking off.
CNN, listen, CNN used to show when they used to fire the missiles all day on their show.
You know, all them niggas over there doing though, right?
What?
Them niggas just...
They did used to show like
they
over
dipping.
in Beirut, like all them wars.
Remember that? It used to be in the green screen, but they used to show like,
No,
hey,
but the thing is, let me be real. Like, we see that, and so we been thinking our homeboys be over there in the middle of this shit. 9 times out of 10, if your homeboy deployed, what that nigga doing is just monitoring
that
something.
nigga's in a barrack. That nigga's in a barrack.
That's why I say all them niggas doing is putting dip in, because you're going to find out you like dip when you're over there. Doing push-ups and jacking off. That's all your ass over there doing, man. Like, for real. Like, I know how this shit go.
And listen, and the military chicks, they over there, and when they get tired, they know what to do. Bro, get pregnant.
I say, if a woman ever wanted to feel like a bad bitch, join the military.
Yes, sir.
You will become a dime overnight.
Overnight.
You become a join the military or become a CO.
Overnight select.
Or become a CO. If you want to, if you are, you average and you want to become a
so
bad
if you
bitch,
about a 6.5,
a 4. A 4 will become a 9.
Yeah. So you want like those
big arms is real, bro. We call them
so niggas be deployed for like a year.
Motherfucker, we was at West Point doing the same shit.
For real?
You saw half that first day, you like, ugh. By second semester, you like, man, that ass is kind of fat.
I ain't never seen her regular clothes. Shit. Never seen her
Motherfucker
regular
got back acne and everything, but I can work with that.
You see y'all past that. You see y'all through that back. I ain't worried about them punk ass. I ain't worried about the punk ass bump.
She got a lot of potential.
Hitting them from back, busting them. Ooh, shit, let me get that.
I got it. No, you can't reach that.
But man, man. My cousin just always showed me that side of what Antoine just explained. Man, I'm over here. I like, what you do? I'm a mechanic. I like, what you mean?
Nigga be doing the most simple shit.
He like, I just fix these trucks that go out.
Niggas be doing shit like one job and be to check the pressure of the tires.
I'm watching CNN and be like, man, they just bummed. I was like, they just bombed Baghdad. I just see it with the flags. What was you there? He like, oh man, I wasn't nowhere.
I wasn't nowhere. You know what be funny? Them niggas be coming home. We be thinking they real killers. This nigga sitting in AC.
Older folks be like, you know he been in that army over there doing all that killing. You know he looked throwed up. That nigga wasn't been over there.
That nigga was playing PlayStation.
Nigga ain't shot no gun over there, mama. He ain't crazy.
I know, bro. Like my homeboys be over there. I'm like, man, you over there? You good, bro?
And that's true.
And they say they money because they not spending
exactly. And you ain't paying no taxes because you in the war zone.
Yeah, but when I hear the story, and I recently just heard a story of a military vet that's young and that really was adamant on the 20 until he got injured. And he gave me the story. He's like, man, it was just a regular day, man, and we just got to do the same area. And he said we was in the tank, and all of a sudden, our IED, we rolled by IED, and it just sort of bloom. See? And he said the crazy thing about it is the next step was he just like a concussion. He get bell rung. He like, blow. He like, it's like days. He hearing bullets. Only thing he knew to do was grab his, because he was like, he grabbed his gun and started shooting. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up getting out of the military, but you hear that story. And it affects with him because he gave me more stories of like when he first got into, the role that he was in, how people was talking to him. That's why he had to leave the military where it was, because they talking to him like, you got to do this and this and this and this and this. And did you understand me? And he said at one point he looked at the dude, he said, last time somebody gave me orders like that, you know what happened? He dead. And dude was like, what? He like, yeah, it was in Afghanistan. And he said when he told the guy that, the guy changed his whole perception. He was like, you know what I'm saying? But those are the things that he said. He told me the story. He said those are the things I had to cut off because it's brothers over here and it has these post-traumatic PTSD. They can't cut it off. They don't know how to cut it off.
Yeah, well,
yeah, you really. I mean,
you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to even though we do have. Hey, listen, it's a lot of niggas that go over there and just be a cook. We know y'all niggas.
The majority. Now they're all frontliners.
You got some infantry niggas.
They are frontliners.
Like Marines. But that shit few and far between because you gotta really because to even be frontline, a lot of times you have to have shown yourself proficient in your training.
Yeah, and I got a bro that's finna go back over there. Did the National Guards. Thing about him is he's so of a good gentleman, and I mean good gentleman. He went and got a police job. You know what I'm saying? In the National Guard, and then his second job, he went and got a police job. But he one of the ones that come from like his brother, like he has lost a lot in his family, and I mean I'm talking about through gang relations, this and this. Like his going the right path was the best thing for him because it could have easily went left any day.
Some of those ex-military
but he
officers.
finna get deployed again.
Yeah.
He finna get deployed again because it's funny because I said, bro, if you would have went and worked at Walmart, they wouldn't give a fuck about your ass. But you did exactly what they needed you to do. They like, all right, you're in the National Guards. Now you went and got you a local job doing the same shit that we finna send you over here. And he like, man, I ain't finna do nothing. He like, I know what I'm finna do. Right. You know, but man,
I mean, it's still a shout out
salute to the service. We love you, but man, we gotta go.
No, but before we get out of here, because we kind of ain't never talked about it.
Trump?
No, it was just really all the shit kind of leading up to it. The voter turnout and everything like that. But as we get closer to everything, you kind of starting to realize, like I saw in this last debate that they trying to actually get to the politics of it. So, if like I think what I want to do is weekly, as we come in here, scale of what do you think the percentage of the Biden win right now? 60, 70, 50, 40. What you think percentage?
You going me first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't matter because I already cast my vote, but
No, but how do you feel like if you had to put a comfort level, how do you percentage wise?
It ain't looking good.
For Biden? You don't think it's looking good for Biden?
Why is that?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, I asked D-Boy this.
The quiet majority?
I'm gonna say this. Trump did what he had to do this last debate to secure it. Like he like the impressions that he did on Joe Biden comments was just like him just clapping back. But however, he brought up the crime bill, and that was the key. He said, "Man, what are you on about? You the one."
That's the only thing that he has.
Listen, but
Biden had to then show what parts that.
But he elaborated. It gave him It gave him power. He was like, and that's when he went into his tangent. I have done more to the black community than you ever have, and you, the politician, you the one been in the career for the longest. So when you got people, when you say stuff like that, and you got regular people like, you know what? This motherfucking right. This motherfucker been around as the vice president, the Senate, and this and this. No, listen, and that's the part I think he gained leverage to the common people.
He gains leverage for people who are not very well versed on politics.
Exactly. But that's how he won his first election.
Because the thing is, what happens is people don't understand how these politicians vote on bills. It's like, okay, within a bill, there might be 1,000 statutes or rules within that bill. You can agree on 88% of them. But you feel like those 88% of what I really have and the 12% is outweighed by the 88%. And people don't look at it that far.
But to add to that, Joe Biden did come back. He was like, you know what? Yeah, I did sign that bill, but part of that bill was when we realized how the actions of the bill, that was happening. I mean, they was this. He was like, I immediately voted against the nonviolent criminals or whatever. But by that time, you're not going to hear that when Trump say, man, I done more for the black community, maybe more than Abraham Lincoln, because that's the soundbite.
That's why Obama came with his ether. Yeah. He came with his, he came with his ether. He's like, we got a politician who want to take all the credit for the economy that he inherited,
that shit.
and none of the blame for the pandemic, because he said they gave him a playbook.
Yeah. And that's what's gonna
gave y'all a playbook to follow, but he was like, I don't want to fuck with none of his shit that he put before me. I ain't even gonna look at it.
Yeah,
that's how you know his ego is way more important to him than the actual being, the well-being of the American people.
Hell yeah.
And then another thing Trump did, and this is another powerful thing, he's so fluent in his words. It's like, this is the part I know.
He's fluent in his
words. Like when I say, he's fluent in his cadence, not his words. He's fluent in stuff because how he flows stuff. I'm like, nigga, who in your background like a rapper telling you? He come with that and then he say, Senator, listen, he was like, Senator, then he threw a shout out, Senator Tom Scott out of South Carolina. And that's the swing. That's the swing.
What he's throwing you off is just throwing out shit. So it's not a cadence. It's like if you sitting there arguing with somebody like, man, this motherfucker, goddamn stupid ass motherfucker, you fat.
Yeah, it's just a distraction.
Like what? Like you kind of like what?
And y'all, you have good valid points. You have great valid points, but it's a majority. Listen, Carolina, when he did right there, he just then now solidified that Carolina's again gonna possibly be the swing state. That's Carolina, and he got Senator Tim Scott, who's a Republican, but he's a black Republican, and it's a lot
Tim
of
Scott
motherfuckers.
is black only and skin only.
Yeah, skin only. That
This
shit
the nigga that
he was
couldn't
just
even. You
born
remember
black.
when he said
Man.
about the black lie? What did he say?
It's a lot of
and he couldn't even dispute it. He was like, "Well, if he really
but
said
it's
that,
a
I don't
lot of
think
them
he meant
men.
that
It's
way."
a lot of them men around here with some women that look up like wives that abide by what they every step. Like they see the blueprint.
But I honestly see why some women are like, "Fuck these niggas," because just look
Yeah,
at,
go back to it now.
like,
Yeah,
no,
you're
'cause
right.
you kind of look at the shit 50 Cent did. Is like, well, they putting their
50
they're putting their wants and their needs ahead of the
Other
whole
people.
the people as a whole. It's like
like
y'all don't
you
give a
a
fuck about
millionaire,
it.
bro.
Bro.
Antoine
Nigga,
and D-Boy, and that's where
This is like what I was. I don't mean to cut you off, but what I was gonna say is this is where if that bill actually went through, and I don't believe it actually takes 62% of your goddamn income. This is where your goddamn accountants earn their money.
You fucking right.
Remember Jay-Z been talking that shit. My account's so good, I'm damn near getting refunds. Like motherfucker, like this is where y'all motherfuckers earn their money now.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
where you getting the tax breaks? You gotta find them now.
Right.
But for you to just say I might be voting because you about to lose a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro.
And then that's what I'm saying. I was
Yeah, I feel the
comfortable.
same way.
Like I
Fuck
said,
that
I
shit.
was
Fuck that
comfortable
nigga
with
on
my
that.
vote because my vote, the vote that I voted for, I hope that it matters moving forward.
Nigga, I voted for Kamala Harris.
Exactly
That's what
right.
the fuck
That's-
I
but
voted
that's
for.
who
the
most
only-
black people are voting for because we feel like
man.
she-
And listen, it ain't she just black. I work
Nah,
with
man.
with my India peers, and I know how they prep. I know how they live. I done worked with them over 4 years. Like their lifestyle is so amazing on how they believe and they beliefs that I was like, you know what? If we're gonna put a woman as president, God damn it, yeah, she got the right DNA. She got the right DNA. Like, listen, her mama was Stern. Her mama was a doctor and was Stern from India. Her dad was from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if
Yeah,
that'll
got it.
have anything.
No.
to
It's
do
kind of
with
like with Obama. Obama was technically a descendant of the first.
Bro,
His mother come from a pure white. His dad
Bro,
was
what do
pure
you know?
African.
At the end of the day, it comes down to what do you know?
Her DNA, and then go back to her
It ain't
DNA.
like-
Like all her DNA matches, and like I
No,
said,
bro. At the end of the day, the reason DNA don't mean shit, bro. You got motherfuckers that came from a lineage of great politicians, wealthy businessmen that don't know shit. So I'm not about to say DNA. What do you know? How can you navigate the structure? What's going on?
But that's your opinion. But I'm giving you mine on why. Like I feel like she's gonna be great. Like I think the DNA is in her to lead a country.
But I don't know her to that level to speak on her DNA.
But you voted for her.
I voted for what she basically is presented in her policies.
has
It's
to
like
be,
I don't
yeah,
know
like-
how she act behind closed doors.
Man, I ain't
What she put in front of me smells better than every other meal that
Man,
Joe Biden and
like-
Donald
like-
Trump
like-
have put in front of me.
and that's the part of the politics. I'd be like, that shit gets swayed. You gotta know,
But you
like,
don't know these people, bro.
But listen, you gotta find some core in her. I'm like, all right, what's her
But
DNA?
when you start talking about DNA,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
how does that help us? We
like-
don't know these people.
Like, what's her DNA? She went to a HBCU.
That don't mean nothing.
But that ain't got nothing to do with her DNA, bro.
That means
like-
nothing about the background.
I mean,
of
and that's
the
your
person.
opinion. Like,
no,
you,
do
you
we
voted
know
for
her, the
and
people
you
that
voted
came
for
before her?
But I'm
Do
giving
we
you
know
why
them?
I voted for her. But we all voted for her, right? We all voted
We
for her.
probably all voted for her
And
for
some
different
type of-
reasons.
Like, it's interesting on how we all voted for her in all types of ways.
Yeah, we probably voted for
Because
different
I
reasons.
wouldn't, like, policies and shit, that shit gets swayed. Soon as they say I do or whatever, getting
But so, bro, I'm
that's-
asking you,
that's since
so
the
what
beginning
did
of
you
time.
see in her DNA or her background personality outside of what she showed you on the screen that told you this is why I'm voting for her?
because how people was like how she's stern as a prosecutor and all of that. If you know like her descendants, like if you know what her background come from, her DNA, it makes sense. Like, and then like for her to still like she's from India, she could have went to any high profile college in California. She went to Howard. And not only she just went to Howard, she went to Howard and she integrated with her culture. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. We finna have like right now, HBCUs is non-existent because of how they stole the athletes.
I don't give a fuck how black she
But
is.
if you want
bro.
to, you ask a question.
No, I get what I'm saying is I'm not making that mistake this time. like we fell in love with somebody who understood the culture and shit. What the fuck are you doing?
Who you talking about with Obama?
Because most people voted off of the premise that he understood you.
I didn't vote Obama.
Most people voted Obama because of what? Like, are we being honest?
I agree.
So
You voted John McCain?
Nah, I didn't vote. Let me say this.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I want to know what the thing about
I didn't, listen, let me rephrase that. The first time I didn't vote. I didn't vote the first time because I was just like, because I didn't really believe other. I came through.
So
Jesse
you got
Jackson.
more faith in Biden?
No.
Than goddamn Obama.
So what I've learned was because I really wanted. And listen, the second time I voted for Obama because Mitt Romney was fucking strong. Mitt Romney is like right now. You know what the problem with the fucking Republicans? You dumb fucks. Pull Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney together, and you got everybody. Like Mitt Romney, you got Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan. But what the fuck? So, listening to, like, my wife is, like, deep in it. She was like, it's something on that nigga. She was like, it's something on Mitt Romney. She was like, she even said it. She said, why the fuck you didn't bring Mitt Romney back? Like, they was like, it's some on dude is why they didn't, and then go with the politics and the bullshit. Man. Because if you look out on the lay of the land of how you want somebody to lead the country, you will have two men.
Really be honest, though, that nigga Donald Trump kind of bogart his way in that bitch.
He did.
He didn't allow y'all to be like, we gonna put him in. No, nigga.
He
just
did.
like George Bush did his second term. Junior, he said, fuck that. For Florida, recount.
My brother's
a governor. Recount that shit.
That nigga called him on the bathroom, nigga.
Recount that shit, nigga. Hey, bro, I need you.
That was the realest because I voted for him.
He devoted his way up.
That show you the bullshit. Because this how do you know these niggas don't be trying to hide shit?
Hell no.
The one state that needs to recount is the one your brother is the governor of. You ain't even trying to hide
out of 51 states.
That's like me robbing the bank with my brother the president. And they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody like one day like how the fuck
set it out, but you was like it's been drilled in your head. I ain't know. I only see him in the project.
Like, yeah, bro, we really let that shit go down, bro.
Nah,
think of that shit.
Hey, listen, we were so powerless. Like we right. We saw it. Was like y'all don't know that his
like
brother's
that nigga Jeb Bush, same last name, same.
It's a recount.
That motherfucker was like, we just gonna have to recount the state.
You gotta recount it. Something ain't right in Florida.
This shit is legal.
Shout out to G-Dub, man.
One of my
favorite presidents.
That's some mafia shit, bro. Them niggas was the mob, bro.
Shout out to him. I love G-Dub.
And that's why it's like, bro, real talk, I'm not too confident either, because if they allowed a nigga to bogart the state without a conflict of interest, with that his brother was the governor.
Oh, y'all not, you don't know. You're not going to know who the president is.
I think we've come out in numbers.
Shit.
I think we've come out in numbers now to where, like, we got to really come out in numbers to beat this dude.
And D-Boy.
Have to.
What are the results? You done had over 20 million people vote pre-registered, right?
27 million.
And you should know what people, and they not publishing it. So guess what? You're not gonna really officially have your president until February.
Oh yeah. You still
gotta
know who it is till February.
You got mail-in ballots that got to go through a lot.
That's where the fuck shit gonna come in.
Hey man,
I went and stood my
y'all stay woke, bro. Y'all get y'all. If you in the license to carry state, you better get your shit.
Get your pistol, because I will say this, Antoine, I'm gonna probably piggyback on what you about to say. The motherfuckers with them mullets, if Donald Trump don't win,
bro, they
gonna be on some shit.
I wouldn't be surprised they come to the projects and start drive-bys, just like it's funny, but it ain't funny.
They better do that shit.
It's like what I mean by this.
They better do that shit at 1 p.m. during the daytime.
I'm being real with you. You can say a lot, but the trauma of being submissive, oh hell no, nigga. That's one thing about us, and I done said it many times. The power of our country is the right to bear arms.
Hell yeah.
It's no other country in the world allow their citizens to right to bear arms. So that means if you're trying to take over America, the only way you can fuck with us is a Trojan horse. And I pray the reason why we don't need Donald Trump is because of that. If you don't see that, like, dude, we can only tear ourselves apart.
Because he's letting these other countries come in.
Right. We can tell our country apart, not outside, because we have the right to bear arms. Think about it. If I'm finna roll up on America and fuck them up.
I stay. I'm staying in the house.
Ride down the Mississippi River, and every nigga got a AK.
But real talk,
they don't even need it.
Not even with the Army. We ain't talking about the Army, nigga. We talking about regular.
Talking about Pookie.
Yeah,
Pookie ain't got no felonies. That nigga went to academy and got
like,
his.
that's why I be telling niggas, bro. Like that's why if you breaking in houses in Texas, you are a different type of nigga.
You are
bold,
nigga.
Like
you are bold.
Like
yeah.
You saw what you remember? Bun B shot that nigga. Hey, nigga, like, bruh, it's
you breaking the nigga.
I assume everybody in Texas got something in the house. That's how I would be looking.
See, when I grew up, that was like a gun in the house was like a fucking loaf of bread. Now they wasn't just everywhere, but you
he gonna fear his style. He gonna fear his style.
You had at least one gun, and you ain't lying. Nigga gonna run up out your chuck.
What that boy tries? You should have smoked that.
Man, we finna get out of here.
Yeah, man.
Before we go, man, I want to say one more time, man. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for giving me knowledge. I want to thank you for giving me strength and character. Shout out to my mama again for her birthday.
Happy birthday, mama.
Again, I want to thank you. Just everything for giving me that strength, because without you, I wouldn't be here. Without that knowledge, I wouldn't even be seeing the visions that I'm seeing. So I just appreciate you and all the women.
Already.
Exactly what I'm talking about. But nah, yeah, man. I'm just glad that we was able to get back in here, man. And
I always feel good, man. It's therapy session, baby.
Yeah, bro. This shit is therapy for me, bro.
It's felt like forever since y'all been in here.
Yeah, man. And we had momentum. We had a special guest in the building coming in.
We be
bro.
building content when we out.
But what happened is, shit, food poisoning a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, it would have been a dope ass show too, man. But we gonna make it happen. Yeah, man. We gonna make it happen next time, man.
Yo, it'll make it happen. At the end of the day, we the backbone. We
ain't
make it work.
even gonna drop who it was, bro. It was gonna be one. It was gonna be one and one. But yeah, man. All I say is, man, just continue to vote and be cognizant and pay attention to what's going on around you, man. Be observant in every facet of your life.
Hold on. We can't leave. D-Boy done flipped and got the new iPhone. This is second one.
I
Yeah,
had this phone for a minute, bro.
Oh, okay. This how long? This is because you only flip phones.
I got
once
this
every
before
10.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
God, this nigga throwing shots at me.
Every 10 years.
My phone looking home.
Nigga, listen,
but I'm done with it.
As long as
I got
my
an 8.
shit do what it need to do,
Yeah,
I don't gotta get a phone.